In a quiet corner of the earth, beneath a cracked stone where most would see nothing, there lived a colony of ants. Tiny, almost invisible, easily ignored by the world above. But inside that colony was a universe of discipline, effort, and silent determination. Among them was a small ant named Aaron. He wasn't special, not stronger than the others, not faster, not chosen for anything great. In fact, if you looked closely, you'd think he struggled more than most. While other ants carried crumbs twice their size with ease, Aaron stumbled. While others moved in perfect lines, he lost his rhythm. While others seemed certain, he was full of doubt. Every day, the colony marched out to gather food, back and forth, relentless, unstoppable. And every day, Aaron tried to keep up. But again and again, he failed. A crumb would slip from his grip. A slope would send him rolling back down. A journey would take him twice as long. And slowly, something heavy settled inside him. Maybe I'm just not built for this. One afternoon, exhausted and defeated, Aaron sat near a towering wall of earth. Above him, other ants moved effortlessly, climbing, carrying, achieving. He looked up and whispered, "Why does everything feel so hard for me?" No one answered. Because in the world of ants, there is no applause for effort, only results. And for a moment, Aaron thought about giving up. Not dramatically, not loudly, just quietly, stopping. But then, something caught his eye. A single ant, struggling, just like him, carrying a piece of food far too heavy for its size. It climbed, slipped, fell. Climbed again, slipped again, fell harder. Over and over. Aaron watched, waiting for it to stop, waiting for it to give up. But it didn't. No frustration, no hesitation, just effort. Again and again and again, until finally it made it. That one ant reached the top. Not because it was the strongest, but because it refused to stay at the bottom. And something inside Aaron shifted. He realized something powerful. The difference wasn't ability. It was persistence. So Aaron stood up, picked up the same crumb he had dropped earlier, and tried again. The climb was still hard. The weight was still heavy. Nothing had magically changed, except one thing: his mindset. He fell again. But this time, he didn't stay down. He tried again, and again, and again. Each fall hurt less. Each step felt stronger. Each attempt built something invisible, but powerful. And slowly, the ant who once struggled began to rise. Not overnight, not instantly, but steadily. Until one day, Aaron reached the top, holding that same crumb he once couldn't carry. But here's what mattered more. He wasn't the same ant anymore. He was stronger, more focused, unshakable. Seasons passed. The colony faced harsh days. Food became scarce. Paths became dangerous. Challenges grew harder. And now, ants began to struggle, the same way Aaron once did. And this time, he didn't watch. He led. He showed them the paths he once feared. He carried loads others couldn't. He helped those who were falling behind. The ant who once doubted himself became the one others depended on. Not because he was born different, but because he chose not to quit. And that is where this story becomes yours. Because you will have days where everything feels harder for you, where others seem ahead, stronger, better, and you'll question yourself. You'll wonder if you're enough, if you're capable, if you should keep going. But listen carefully. Your struggle is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you are building something others can't see yet. Strength, resilience, endurance. Because the truth is, success doesn't belong to the most talented. It belongs to the ones who refuse to quit. So when life knocks you down, don't stay there. When you fail, don't define yourself by it. When it gets hard, remember the ant. Small, overlooked, underestimated, yet unstoppable. Not because it never falls, but because it always rises. So rise, again, and again, and again, until one day, you won't just climb your mountain, you'll become the reason others believe they can climb theirs too. And that is how something small becomes powerful.